I get a question pretty frequently about estimating, so I want to just take one little slice of that question and answer it. What's a great way to answer, or what's a great way to estimate? It's a lot of work to go out to a property and measure the property, whether it be commercial or residential, and especially commercial. Wonderful tool. We used to use the tax records of properties to get the square footage size. We also used to use Zillow.com to look at the property as well to get a view of it. And then we started using Streets, Google Streets, to look at the property. And we look at satellite views to get a feel for what the property looks like. But we use Google Earth. It's a software that is literally runs on your machine. It's not 100% web based. We use Google Earth Pro. I believe at the time that I'm recording this answer, it's about $300. And if you buy Pro versus the free version, it comes with a measuring tool. You can literally search on an address and then draw around the perimeter of the property, draw around any portion of the property, and it's very flexible. And it will tell you the area or the square footage of what you have drawn around. So if you draw around the outside of the property, it'll give you the square footage of the interior of that box. But you can draw complex shapes. So you can outline a property, you can outline the building shape, you can outline concrete. If the satellite imagery is good enough, and this is pretty rare, you could outline a flower bed, but it's plenty accurate enough to give you a good feel for the turf and for the gross square footage of the property. It's an invaluable tool for estimating. On commercial, we used to measure the concrete, we used to measure the turf, and we've done a lot of testing Google Earth Pro measurement versus measuring it with a measuring wheel. It's off by a percentage, but it's a margin that we can completely accept. So now, rather than measuring everything with the measuring wheel, and we do go back and do some measuring with the measuring wheel, but rather than measuring everything that way, especially on commercial, we use Google Earth Pro. It is worth every dollar of the $300. It'll save you so much time, so many man hours. As you've probably heard, we price everything based on square footage. It's a super fast way for us to get the square footage and to do quotes right over the phone without ever having to go out and physically measure and physically see the property. So try Google Earth Pro. You can buy it online. It's about $300. You download it right to your computer. It runs on your computer. You simply type in an address. Property pops up. You can look at the property. You can look at satellite imagery of it. Then you can measure it, and you can get back to square footage on the property, and you can price from that. It's fantastic. Give it a try.